All right, so
Yo,
here we talk about ESPN being too
I was
toxic.
2000. Yeah.
Yo, uh,
Uh,
man, I don't even know how to feel because, like I said, they fired like 20. I'm looking on the internet. They fired like 20 guys
when was this?
on the set. This was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm like,
No, well, let me look it up real quick.
like, it was something like that. I couldn't even believe how many guys they like let go, and some of these guys are very popular in like the ESPN drama. So one of them was like I think it was Jalen Rose who was let
I
go.
see it
Yeah, I think
on June 30th last week.
yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, I remember Jalen Rose was let go. He was one of the guys that's let go, and I actually like him because he's actually
Mhm.
like a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
He used to play basketball. So
They fired Jalen Rose.
yeah, they
Damn.
yeah they threw him off. They just they fired Jeff Van Gundy, so he does commentating with Mike Breen, who I like a lot. So he's going. He might even go back to coaching. So it's not like I think they let a lot of guys go, but it's like most of the like personalities that you see on there, they're not gonna be on there.
Mm.
Now I'm glad they didn't like fire somebody like Stephen A. Smith, but he says he
Oh
might.
yeah.
But he said that he might be next though. That's what I'm saying. I'm like.
I doubt they would fire
But
him
I doubt they're going.
because
I don't
like
think they're going to do
he has
that.
so much marketing towards him.
Yeah,
That,
so they can't do that to him.
Mhm.
And I just don't get like why would I don't understand why ESPN just going like let guys go. But I don't know if it's over money. I don't know if it's over like
Dallas over money. It's probably something with marketing, in my
it,
opinion.
it probably does have something to do with that.
Mhm.
Um, dang, like I don't know because they still kept Malika Andrews on there,
Mhm.
and she's ranting about black men on internet like for like
I mean, that's what some people would want to see, though.
nah, but I understand that, but it's like she could do like a better job. Like just don't bash like for example, if you play like if somebody like playing a sport and you do something and you gonna bring up something from like somebody get hired for a job or something,
Mhm.
you gonna bring up their past and say, oh, they did this and they did that. Like that's not, I don't think that's
But
I
I
don't.
mean, that's what most jobs do. They have to look into your past, if you're a criminal or not, if you have any offenses, you know.
It's true, but it's like people just like man, like for example, like
Mhm.
I remember I was watching a draft live,
Mhm.
right? And it was talking about I think it was Brandon Miller goes to Alabama. He goes to Alabama. He was supposed to be drafted. Like the thing was, and she brought up his whole situation that he brought a gun. I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure about this, but like he brought like a gun or something
Are these rumors?
to I don't know if he's it's apparently true. I'm not totally
Oh,
sure, but
okay.
like I said, I don't pay attention to all that stuff. But he apparently brought his friend a gun. Like his friend told him to like bring his gun to
Mhm.
him, and
We
then
talking about John Moran.
no, no, I'm not talking
Not
about
someone
John.
else.
No, I'm not talking about John Morant. Um, I'm talking. Like I said, he brought like there's a okay. Don't worry about it. Um, but yeah, he brought like I don't know what he did because he said
Mhm.
it's like he brought the gun to his friend and
Mhm.
then somebody got shot.
Um,
So it's like and she died. She's 23. So
okay.
I'm not even paying attention to this stuff. Like I was watching it, and I was like, and he brought up the situation when he got drafted.
Mhm.
He didn't even really want to talk about the situation.
Yeah.
He's like I'm not ready to like get
I'm
into.
not. That's pretty personal
But
that you're gonna bring up.
but you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you bringing up stuff. Let's like if it's about the draft, focus on the draft. Don't worry about
Exactly.
don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Oh, he did this and he did that. Like first of
Mhm.
all,
I mean, they could bring it up. It's not really.
Yeah, but
They could bring it up.
It's not the point of the draft, though.
that
Well,
the
yeah,
whole
I
the
know it's not
point
the
point
point
is
of the
just you're
draft.
supposed to be just talking about the player in general.
Mhm.
Right.
You're not supposed to be talking about
Like what he did.
again
Yeah, in the past.
like what he did. You want to stay away from all that stuff. And they said that he
Mhm.
did nothing wrong in this situation. So it's like they couldn't find anything to like charge him with. So it
Yeah.
was like so it's like clear from it.
No,
So
she brought it up for nothing.
she brought it up for nothing, and I'm like why?
Yeah,
I'm
she's
like
trying to press charges or something.
she's trying to go in like that's what I'm
She's trying to
saying.
go on a rant. She's
And
like, he killed my friend.
like the Celtics coach too.
Mhm.
Like
And
she brought up like Udoka or whatever. Like yeah. He got a new head coaching job now, but like
Yeah.
he like his whole situation. He got suspended for like a year because
Mhm.
a relationship with a woman. So it was like
Was it abuse?
no, it wasn't abuse. It was he said it was consensual.
Oh,
It was consensual.
Yes.
I don't think it was.
No, they said it was consensual. But that's what they said.
we don't know.
Normally, when a guy says that something is consensual, do not trust him. Just don't trust him.
Right.
But if he said it was consensual, and did they trust him? Did they believe him?
They did believe
All
him,
right,
but it
then
was
it's
like
probably,
but the thing was
it was probably abuse than consensual.
You don't really know though.
it wasn't.
I mean, I don't
It
know
wasn't
yet.
abuse, but it was. No, I'm talking. So I'm talking about is the Celtics coach, right? That's the Celtics coach.
Oh,
That because he got he got suspended for a year.
Hit the shot.
He got
I
suspended.
did.
He got suspended for a year. You're good. He got suspended for a year, and like it was a consensual relationship. I'm not even totally sure. Like I'm saying, like the
Still
problem,
rumor,
the thing. No, it wasn't a rumor. It was actually true because he said himself that. But the problem is he was married.
Oh,
That's
also he cheated.
Yes, he did. So he got suspended.
You get suspended for cheating? That's not possible.
That's no, but here's the thing. They brought it up on ESPN, and she was defending the woman, thinking it like Malika Andrews. She said, "Oh, he's not a he's the one who like made it like did all the thing or whatever. I don't know whatever type whatever. he
That's
did.
important. Or whatever.
Like
From my understanding,
like
yeah,
saying like he was like abusing when it wasn't when it was just consensual. It wasn't actually forced. It was just consensual. It wasn't like it was fair. And then she said that she said, "Oh, when a woman was abused by Udoka." That's when Stephen A. Smith. And I saw I saw this all on one hand.
if
And
can I involve the conversation? Because when things like this happen, unfortunately, everybody puts down with it. Another sound. When things like this happen, everybody kind of like tends to like take sides and stuff like that, right? But it's always important to remember dynamics. It's kind of like I'm an adult, right? You're a child, right? So there's a dynamic that exists there, right? And it should be respected or acknowledged in everything. So if Ime Udoka is the coach, right? That's a powerful or venerated position in the organization. You can't mess with anybody that works for you. Y'all put them phones down. Y'all get in on this. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like if you're the boss, you can't mess with everybody. That's a power dynamic.
What are you talking about? He messed with his coworker?
Well, this person also worked for the organization.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Right? So you can't do that. You can't mess with people at work because that affects work.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, even if it was consensual, it's like you can't you shouldn't be messing with people.
Yeah, but still, it was like I was like, why would you? When I was seeing it, I was like, well, why would he do that though? I'm like, well, what was the purpose of doing that? It was like I just found it a situation just so confusing. And when like I said, they were arguing on like Stephen A. Smith was arguing with her on TV about like he just like Malika Andrews just randomly came on the show and was like just stop, like just stop. And he like and like I said, Stephen A. kind of had a problem with that. I'm watching this I'm just sitting down watching TV, and I'm like, okay, what's going on TV? They just are sitting and arguing on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't understand the situation. So
all right, so I'm gonna step out of this. Y'all wanna I need you to stop this one, reset. Y'all do one all together.
Yeah.
All right. If y'all want to do the thumbnail part, like I said at the end, you can go ahead and do that.